So today we're going to be looking at the top 5 guns that I like since the actual update in the game. Now these guns I've been using before the actual update came to see what they feel like without tuning, and they're actually really good. So we're going to get into that. The first one is going to be the PDSW. Now the PDSW, as you guys can see, these are the attachments that I went with. This gun is something that not a lot of people are going to try in the game, but once you use it, it is disgustingly good. The next weapon on this list after that is going to be the TAC 56. Here again is the attachments without the tuning, and the TAC 56, if we jump into the firing range, you guys are going to see right here, without tuning, it's actually not bad. It's still solid. There's like no recoil to it whatsoever. When you go to longer ranges, that's where the recoil decides to kick in a little bit, but you could still hit every single shot at those long ranges. Now, I'm going to go into the attachments afterwards and tell you guys why I chose what I chose rather than going with the meta and what everybody's using, and you guys are going to see without tuning there's a huge difference. And then we got the Pro issue VAZNEV. It's just the VAZNEV. I put my own attachments on it. Here again are the attachments. We go into the firing range for this one. You guys are going to see again, it's a really solid class. It's really nice, and even at long range, oddly enough, for a VAZNEV, that's pretty good. Like, honestly, that's really good. The sprint to fire is a little slower than usual, but we can't tune it, so that's what we're gonna get. But the ADS is kind of nice. Everything's pretty decent with it. I mean, if you're playing slow, if you're playing a hard point, you'll be able to get people off easily with this and stuff, and especially control as well. It's a decent class. After that, we're gonna go with the LACHMANN sub, a gun that a lot of people don't really give enough of a chance. But now the tuning's out of the game, I feel like a lot more people are going to go with this. Now this one, for example, the barrel I went with is not the barrel that everyone's going to tell you to go with. Instead, people are going to tell you to go with this one or this one right here. This one right here is not bad. This one right here is a little worse. So they're probably going to tell you to go with the L38 FALCON. I went with the FTAC M sub, and the reason for this is because you get recoil control, damage range as well. And I feel like since you can't tune all the other attachments to give you that, you need one gun, or one attachment I should say, specifically for those right there. And then the final gun that we have on this list is going to be the KASTOV 545, and here are the attachments for this one. So since we're here now, let's talk about this one quickly. Let's go into the attachments on this one. I'm going to tell you guys why I chose what I did, and you guys are going to see, like, it's actually really nice. So the RF Crown 50 is the muzzle. You get horizontal and vertical recoil control. We're gonna need to focus on attachments that give us recoil control, but also give us ADS and sprint to fire now that we can't actually go ahead and tune them. We need to be able to do this. And I know there's a lot of people out there saying, well, I never tuned my attachments, so I never did it. Yes, you did. We know you're lying. Don't lie, bro. The underbarrel is going to be the demo firm grip. This one is aiming, idle stability, hip fire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. The main reason I'm running this one right here is that recoil stabilization. That makes the gun really solid, and you're going to see, I'm going to go into the firing range in a sec. There's not much recoil on this. 45 round mags, I mean, there's nothing else to say about that. You get extra rounds. Rear grip is the TRUE-TAC grip. You get sprint to fire and ADS. We need this on this gun. We definitely need that. And then the final one is the Marquise R7 stock for crouch movement speed, sprint speed, and ADS. Like I said, let's go into the firing range quickly here, and you guys are going to see this has barely any recoil. Like, look at that. It's hitting all those shots. That's my fault right there. I kind of missed. I wasn't paying too much attention, but as you guys can see, you should be able to hit all your shots, and especially if you're playing on controller, it's going to be a lot easier, especially with the aim assist and stuff. So that's that class right there. Going on to the LACHMANN sub, like I said, this one right here, I changed it. I like the bullet velocity, the damage range of the recoil control. I feel like that's more needed on this weapon because you don't want it just for close range. These maps aren't small maps only when you're playing ranked. You want to get those long shots in, and this is going to help you guys do that. The BRUEN Pendulum for the muzzle, obviously this is one of the best muzzles in the game. You get vertical recoil and horizontal recoil control, so it's really nice. I wish you could tune them, but hey, it's out. We got to make do. All right, the next attachment is going to be the FTAC Tiger grip. Now this one is aiming, idle stability, hip fire accuracy, and recoil stabilization. And the final attachment, we only got 4 on this one, is going to be the rear grip, the LACHMANN TCG10 for recoil control. Now you could theoretically put a stock on if you guys want faster ADS or something like that. It takes away too much recoil control in my opinion. You could put a magazine on, like the 40 round mags, yeah sure, but it takes away sprint to fire, takes away movement speed, takes away ADS and reload quickness. So I like the gun the way it is. I like it like this. I feel like it's solid and it barely has any recoil. For an MP5, if you look at that, 3 shots, including long range, all in one mag, 30 rounds. It's solid. Even the long range, I didn't miss a shot. So for an SMG, this gun is really, really powerful, and I feel like more people need to use it. And now that the VAZNEV kind of got a nerf, you could say, since you can't tune it anymore, it's going to have a little more recoil than usual, meaning the MP5 with a fast ADS, that gun already comes stock with fast ADS, might be the better option to use. Now the VAZNEV, like I said, we got the CAS 1.381mm barrel. This is optional. You can take it off if you guys want. You get damage range, hip fire accuracy, and bullet velocity on this one right here. You lose hip recoil control and ADS. That's why the ADS might be a little slow. If you don't like the fact that the ADS is a little slow, take this attachment off and just run 4 attachments on this gun. The BRUEN Pendulum is going to be the muzzle. Like I said, we spoke about that before. The vertical and horizontal recoil control is just really nice. 45 round mags, TRUE-TAC grip for the rear grip, which gives you sprint to fire and ADS, really good to have. And then broadside FCT stock for the crouch movement speed, ADS, sprint speed, and aiming stability. Now, if the ADS is a big problem for you, you could take off the KASTOV 381, and you could even take off the 45 round mags, and I'll show you guys the difference of taking those off right here. So the ADS is a little slow there, but the recoil control is very solid, very nice. But if you take off both those attachments, the ADS, it's going to be a little bit faster, and it's going to feel a little more solid, like that right there. So it's definitely faster. A little easy to hit. I mean, the recoil control isn't much different, but yeah, so you guys could definitely go ahead and do that. Personally, I like it on. I don't mind a bit of a slower ADS speed, so I'm gonna leave that on right there. The TAC 56, the best gun at the moment in the game, in my opinion. So we got the muzzle, the RF Crown 50. Horizontal and vertical recoil control. Then for the barrel, we got the 17.5 inch Tundra. I think everyone's using this one. You get damage range, hipfire accuracy, and bullet velocity. We threw on the 40 round mags, and then I think this class is pretty much across the board. Most people should be using this one already. You get the rear grip, the demo CLEANSHOT grip. This is ADS and sprint to fire definitely needed, and the TV X-Line Pro stock for crouch movement speed, sprint speed, and ADS. Even after the tuning nerf, this gun is still a solid gun. Like it's just really nice. Has a decent ADS, easy to hit those shots. You hit every single one, they all connect. This is probably one of the better guns in the game, so definitely be using that. And then the final one right here, like I said, it's going to be the PDSW. We got the BRUEN Pendulum on this one for vertical and horizontal. Then we got the GR33 light rail. This is needed. I mean, you get movement speed, sure, whatever. You lose some recoil control, but the reason this is needed is because the optics site, like just the way it looks, is so much nicer than the stock that you get. So I would definitely run that. The rear grip is going to be the BRUEN Q900 grip for sprint to fire and ADS, the TV TAC comb for the comb for sprint to fire and ADS again, and then the CQB stock, which is close quarter combat or close quarter battle. I don't know. CQB, what does that mean? I know it's close quarter something. I don't know. Stock. Crouch movement speed, ADS, and sprint speed. Now we go into the firing range with this one, and again, it's very solid. That ADS is solid. Everything's pretty solid with this one right here. The long range does take a few shots, and it does miss a few, as you guys can see right there. But if you're using this for close and mid range, it should be the gun you want to use. So it's really fast at killing people. That's gonna be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like. I need to ask you guys a quick question, if you could let me know down in the comments. So let's go into this TAC class, for example. It still shows on the top of every attachment that little icon that means you could tune it, and I haven't untuned these ones. Are they still tuned? Like if I hop in the game, will the tuning still work? I don't know. I don't have time to play right now, but I will be playing later today. So let me know, does that work? Does the tuning still work in game? All right, guys, sub to the channel if you're new to it. There's notifications turned on. Let me know that down in the comments. Drop a like. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.